Hey, what's cracking everybody? Welcome back to Computer Games Hardware. Today on the channel, we got an awesome one for you guys. We are unboxing and reviewing 8BitDo's SN30 Pro and their Pro 2 gamepads. We're going to unbox them, see what they're all about, and check out how well they work. Let's get into the SN30 Pro. This is set to look like a the Super Nintendo gamepad. It looks really nice. I love the look of this thing. So let's get it open. This one has the Hall effect joystick, so let's go through and open that now, and that pops off just there, and you can see within the padding you've got the joy pads and the game pads there and stuff, so that looks really good. We're checking out the PlayStation Grey version, which I quite like. So that's how it comes in the box. It looks quite good to me. I'm a big fan of that old school style, so let's take it out of the box. So that's there, we'll leave that in there. It is in the Nintendo style, so you've got BAXY. You can also see I actually modded my daughter's one, which is the purple colored one, which looks absolutely amazing. So that's got the ABXY Xbox style, and the reason I did that is because you can tell there it also has the BAXY for Nintendo, but I'll get stuck into that a little bit more later. So we're looking at this one today. It looks really nice. So obviously you've got your BAXY, you've also got your R and R2, L and L2. You have a little charger pad, a little Bluetooth connection pad. You've got your D-pad that feels really nice. I don't know if you can hear it there, but it feels really nice. And then you've got your start, select buttons, and then you've got your brand new Hall effect joysticks, which look really nice and they feel really smooth on the hand. You also have a home button and a screenshot button as well, so you have everything that you need. You also have some connection lights, and this is quite a small and little compact device. It fits in your back pocket. It can go with you anywhere. So let's just talk about how the gamepad feels. You've got your start and your select buttons, which are the classic rubber Nintendo buttons there, and they feel really good. You just need to hold start to turn it on, and then I'll show you turning it off. You just hold it down for a few seconds and it turns off. It really feels good in the hands. A little bit smaller than I expected for my hands. I wouldn't have minded it to be a little bit chunkier, which is part of the reason why I also purchased the Pro 2. So that gamepad is a full-blown, fully featured gamepad, and we'll talk a bit about that later. But this thing really feels great in the hands. You can hear there, these have membrane pads on all the buttons, but they still have a really nice pressing sound to them, which I love because I've got like a clicky blue keyboard, so I like my clicky sound, and this gives you that exact feeling. The D-pad on this thing also feels spectacular. So you can see there it's got that classic Nintendo look and feel to it, and it just feels really great in the hand. I love these gamepads. So they really have put a lot of work into making these feel nice. The R and L buttons feel good. The buttons are a little bit small for my liking. The R and the L buttons are a bit smaller than I would expect. You can see there's actually even room for them to have made them a little bit bigger. They've chosen not to do that to keep it compact, but you do get the R2 and the L2 buttons that are clicky. Now, these are not analog sensitive gamepads. the R2 and the L2. That's probably the only drawback to this little pad here. Also, the size. For my little hands, it is quite tiny, but I would have to say for games like Street Fighter and things like that, this is probably my preferred pad, even to the Pro 2 Gamepad. This is one of the perfect fighting companions. I really love the look of and feel of this. So let's see how it plays in some games. Should also mention, in the box also comes with a manual, and it comes with a really nice and really soft, good feeling USB-A to USB-C cable. So let's see how this thing plays, shall we? So as you can see, this connects real easy to my Nintendo Switch. So you can see it comes up as a Nintendo Gamepad, and go back into, oh, we got Super Mario Brothers going. So you can see, nice and responsive, really feels great in the hand, really little input latency. It feels great to play. Oh, I haven't played Super Mario in ages. Don't forget the little one up here. There we go. But I am having a really good time with these controllers. It just feels really great in the hands. The kids love them. The kids love the colors. They've been fighting over the purple one, so I have to get the other green one as well. So 8BitDo have certainly made a bit of cash off me lately, but it really feels great, and I love the way it looks. You can modify these things, and I will do another video on how to update those. So as you can see in mine, I have updated the ABXY so my daughter can play on the PC and also play on the Nintendo Switch. So that is a really good little mod that you can make for them. The buttons only cost a couple of bucks. Oh, I fell off. The buttons only cost a couple of bucks, and the mod was really easy to make. So you've got pretty standardized screws there. You've got so you just need a precision screwdriver set. I will link one in the description below, and if you want to purchase any of these, I will leave a affiliate link in the description. So if you need to purchase a gamepad from 8BitDo, I get a little bit of a kickback, so I'd greatly appreciate that. As I said, 8BitDo haven't sponsored this video. They're just my own affiliate links, so appreciate that. Really feel great in the hand. Love playing old SNES games with it, but also, so as you can see, it works really well with 3D games as well. It has motion controls as well. It's got everything you need. So it's only for like racing games and for you know, really action-packed 3D games where you need the sensitive pads for that. Otherwise, these little things have everything that you need. So this is a real cool little gamepad, perfect for the kids. And do you know what? I actually was playing a little bit of Final Fantasy 16 with this pad, and I had no complaints at all. I was quite surprised about how well it worked even with large 3D games. The one thing I had to get used to was the difference between the PlayStation and the Xbox layout. As you know, the SN30 Pro has the PlayStation layout with the inline analog sticks. Okay, before we move on to the Pro 2, let's talk about some of the features of the SN30 Pro. First up, we've got the Hall Effect joysticks, which really feel good in the hand. These things eliminate the need for stick drift, so they are way more versatile and way more durable. Hall Effect joysticks use magnetic sensors, so there's no moving parts to be damaged. So this is a huge leap over your standard PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch controllers currently. I believe they're all moving to Hall Effect joysticks, so hopefully in the future the issue of hardware stick drift on consoles is significantly reduced. This is also a multi-platform gamepad, as we discussed before. You can use it on Switch, you can use it on Windows, you can use it on Android and even Mac, so you can use this for any of the systems in your home. It also comes with Bluetooth 4.0, so it has a good connection and it's really easy to connect with all your devices. It comes with instructions in the box on how to do that. It's got a pairing button that lets you pair all your devices as you would with a normal gamepad, and then for the SN30 Pro you hold down the start button, and as we said, for Switch you press Y, for Windows you press X, for Mac you've got A, and then for Android you press start and B. So it's really simple process to connect to whatever you want. You also have the 8BitDo updating software and the connection software, which is really simple to use, and we'll have a look at that software a little bit later on. It also has rumble. It's got a pretty intense rumble actually, but you can turn that down. I turn all my rumble right down to 1 or even 0 depending on the games that I'm playing, but this has a quite significant rumble. Feels really good in the hand when you're playing some games. I recommend to turn that down, save some battery life. And speaking of the battery life, we have a rechargeable 480 mAh lithium ion battery inside the SN30 Pro. Takes about an hour, 2 hours to fully charge. Finally, as you can see, this thing is super compact, lightweight, and really feels good in the hand. So that is the SN30 Pro by 8BitDo. I highly recommend them. The kids love them. It feels really good for their hands. I have enjoyed my time with it so far. Alright guys, let's check out the Pro 2 gamepad. So this is the SN30 Pro's big brother. I bought this one for myself. Let's unbox this bad boy here. As you can see, this has the same joystick pattern and button pattern on the inside, so that is a little bit of a nice touch. And there is your gamepad. So this one does feel a lot more weighty. It's got its little protector on here as well, which I can never get off. Okay, and as with the SN30 Pro, well, this is a bit of a different design. This one comes with a manual and a nice same soft USB-C to USB-A cable, so that is very nice there. It has the same layout as the SN30 Pro, much of the similar features, but it's got a few extra things. Obviously it's got the hold down joystick. It's got the same ABXY layout. I also love how it is a combination of the Super Nintendo and the OG PlayStation layout, so the colors are very similar to the original PlayStation, which I quite like. I think it looks sort of charming. So this is a bit of a thicker boy. You see it has the same features. You've got your D-pad there that feels the same. You've got your rubber select and start buttons. These are also membrane buttons, but they feel really excellent, and they've got a real clicky tactile feel to it. These also have the Hall Effect joysticks, which feel really great. I have enjoyed my time using these, and I also have to say I quite like the PlayStation, the inline analog joystick layout. I think it feels more natural to have them in the same place, and it also helps for fighting games and games. Sometimes games using the D-pad is really intuitive, going up and back down. For some reason, I noticed in games like Final Fantasy 16, using the D-pad to go down was a bit of a nuisance. And what I actually found, as you know, I repaired this Xbox controller because it had stick drift, and while I fixed it, it does not perform as well as the Pro 2 Gamepad. So it's lost a little bit of its performance for whatever reason. The analog sticks are not as sensitive as they once were. So be aware, you can repair them, but you might lose some performance. I was struggling on a early boss in Final Fantasy 16. As soon as I connected my Pro 2 Gamepad, I was able to defeat the boss with ease. Anyway, let's break down the look of the Pro 2. So again, it's got the ABXY layout, and again, I am going to modify this. I have an extra set of buttons similar to my daughter's purple gamepad to switch over to the Xbox layout, because predominantly this is going to be my main gamepad for Windows. So I'm going to use this for Steam, so I'm going to switch those, so look out for a video on that. It also has the excellent D-pad, the analog sticks, and we have our R1 and L1 buttons. So you can see on the Pro 2 that it is a much thicker gamepad, and you've got a lot more room for a thicker R and L button, which I quite like, and then you have your analog triggers there, which feel really good in the hand. You also have a couple of extra features on the Pro 2. You have a removable battery, so you've got the 8BitDo battery. This is a really good feature because I have purchased separately one of those for my Xbox controllers, but this one comes with the controller, so that is really good value for about $80, I believe, when I purchased it. It also has a mechanical input switching mode, so you can see there it's got the SADX. I have mine on X because that's Windows, but then you've got Switch, Android, Mac, and Windows there. You also have P1 and P2 buttons, so these are turbo mode buttons, which have a really nice feel to them. So the pro level buttons enable you to press the extra buttons without having to remove your hands off the joysticks. One of the issues that we have there is they're not really addressable in games. You have to use the Pro software to be able to update it, and I'll show you that in a sec. But it's nice to have, but I haven't felt the need to use that for anything, just because it didn't feel really necessary to map it to anything. But I'm sure I will find a good use for that. I hope that game developers start adding options to add buttons in, because that would be really cool. At the moment, you have to go into the software and select the inputs. All right, so before we sign off, let's log into the ultimate software, so you can see you can get this on your phone, on your PC. Okay, so first things first, you can go into button mapping. You can see all your buttons there. So you've got your R2, R1, you've got your P1 and P2, and you can map those to whatever you like. You've got your R effect. So you can do anything you like with these. You've got different profile settings, so you can select a profile. I'm in profile 1. Again, you can see all the buttons that you have. Let's have a look at these Hall effect sticks. So you can see it doesn't take much to push them up, and they go right to 100%. These Hall effect joysticks are magnetic sensors, so you do not have any moving parts that have wear and tear, so you are a lot less likely to experience stick drift. So that is really appealing to me, and the performance of these things really for, you know, under $100 is undeniable. So that's why I went with them. I love the look and the style of them. You can see the triggers here. Right, they've got the pressure sensitive triggers, so unlike the SN30 Pro, which just has normal triggers on the back of it, you can even swap the triggers around. So we don't want to do that right now, but you can do that. You can even select how sensitive you want them, and as you can see, I've got the vibration there, so it can be quite vibrant. I like it quite right down on 1. That feels really good to me. So this is a fully featured system. You've got macros, so you know, if you want to do your Hadoukens or put in your you know, triple punch for Street Fighter and things like that, you can do those as well. You've got some firmware options as well, so that is a really great little system that you can use on your phone, on your PC. Anyway, that's it for that one, guys. I highly recommend these controllers. The SN30 Pro and the Pro 2 have been a welcome stable into our home to meet all our gaming needs. Well, and that's going to do it for this one, guys. I highly recommend these controllers. Really look and feel great in the hand, nice and responsive. Highly recommend the Hall effect joysticks. They've changed the game from us. I'm really looking forward to being able to test the durability and see how they perform, and then test them against the next generation of modern controllers that have Hall effect joysticks in the Switch 2, the new Xbox controllers, and the new DualShock controllers. So that will be interesting to see how this plays out. So if you want one of these 8BitDo Pro 2s or the SN30 Pros, please check out the links in our descriptions below. They are affiliate links, so we get a little bit of a kickback if you purchase anything. They are Amazon affiliate links. Again, this was not a sponsored video by 8BitDo. I just purchased these and really like the quality and performance, so I hope you enjoy them too. They come in a whole range of colors, so thank you very much for watching. I hope this video helps inform your purchasing needs. If you need some retro gaming pads or you need a more robust pads, check out 8BitDo. They might serve you well. Anyway, that's going to do it for this one, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I've had a really good time making this one. I hope you've had a good time watching it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. See you next time.